it's Jennifer. Welcome back to Halloween 2017. This is my second video doing Halloween makeup. If you're new here, no, I don't normally look quite this crazy. I am this crazy, but I don't always look this crazy. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. I'm glad to see you and I hope you're having a great day. This obviously is my Marilyn Monroe inspired look, and if you would like to see how I did it, just keep watching. Thank you. Okay, yes, I know the tape looks a little crazy. The reason the tape looks a little crazy, Marilyn has up-tilted eyes this way, and mine kind of don't tilt that way. So the plan is my wing liner is going to come up above the edge of my eye just a bit, just to visually give that some lift. Okay, so now we know why I look crazy. Let's go! I'm excited. So Marilyn Monroe, when I was a kid, was my absolute idol. I adored her. Oh, by the way, I am using, this is one of the Tarte palettes that came in a BoxyCharm recently. I will what will I do? I'll tell you what it is in the description bar if you need to know. But I'm using this kind of shiny, creamy white all over from lid to brow bone. And I should have said, and I didn't, I did my brows I did my brows off camera as always. They are very exaggerated. Obviously, these are not my natural brows, but Marilyn and most people in that time era, in the 50s, had really super exaggerated brows. Not the crazy Instagram brows we have now, but with a really high arch and the very and slightly longer. My natural brow does not extend this far. But you know what? I kind of don't hate the way this looks. So that is just kind of a base coat, and it is shimmery, and it's shimmery all the way up. I know that we don't generally wear our makeup that way now, but in the 50s, Marilyn did. Okay, next we're going to go into my trusty Naked 2, and we're going to use this third color in. It is a taupey color. I will have to just tell you later what it is. And we are going to apply this above my natural crease and in a curve this way. Marilyn's eye makeup was super subtle. There was just a hint of color there. The focus with her really was on the lashes and the eyeliner. And then of course that red lip. And we'll get to that because I'm excited about that. And I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but you see this corner here, you can still see the white, and it's kind of edging up that way. I looked at tons of pictures close up, and that's how her eye makeup looked. It adds to that very elongated, angled up. What's the word I'm looking for? I have no idea. Someone will tell me eventually, or I'll figure it out eventually. But it just added to that look of a very sexy, kind of sleepy bedroom eye. And this is such an easy look to do. And really, honestly, you could wear this every day. I have. You wouldn't necessarily have to have these exact shades. Any kind of shimmery, creamy white would do, and any kind of a very neutral taupe would do. For liner, I'm using the Maybelline Black Gel Eyeliner. I love this liner. I believe it's waterproof. Don't quote me on that. Just this very fine Real Techniques brush. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I'm not terribly good at eyeliner in general, and I'm not terribly good at a wing, but we're going to give it a whirl. So I'm going to go just to the edge of where that taupe shadow starts and bring that baby in. Just to the edge of where the taupe eyeshadow starts, along that tape line. Oh, my crinkly eyes. I may have gone a little far up on this eye, but that's okay. Once I take the tape off, I can just hit that with a little concealer and clean it up a bit. I am not sure that my tape is completely straight, so I thought it was. I actually spent some time before I started this video trying to make sure I was ready and had everything straight and aligned, but I'm a human being and I mess up. I think for the moment I'm going to leave the eyes alone. Let that gel liner have some time to dry. If you use tape, be very careful. Don't pull your skin. Take it off slowly, because you don't want to pull that under eye area. Alright, the wing's not quite as whoop up as it should be. If you've not done this before and you're not good at a wing like me, you might want to practice before you actually plan to go out in public. Okay, that is not completely straight, but I am probably just going to go ahead and fix that off camera. And also, I'm going to have on false lashes, so it's not going to be very obvious. So I'm going to fix that and I'll be right back. Moving along, I doubt very much that Marilyn used a primer because there was no such thing. But I'm older now than she ever lived to be. I don't have the kind of skin that she had. So I am going to use a primer. I'm using the I can never say that, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. For foundation, I wish I had a full-size bottle of this. This is the new Estee Lauder. It's the double wear, but it's the very lightweight one. My friend Tabitha got me a sample of it. I've used it a few times. I love this. That's lovely, lovely. I can't read the color name on here. I will put it down below. It's a very thin foundation. It's not a great deal of coverage, but it's a pretty coverage. And I hate when people say the same thing in every video that everybody else says, but I'm gonna say it. It's one of those kind of your skin but better foundations. It's very lightweight, but I suspect what Marilyn probably really wore was Max Factor Pancake, because I think that's probably pretty much what everybody wore in those days. But her skin didn't look like she had a huge amount of makeup on. It looked like it was natural, just beautiful, dewy, skin. So we're going with this one to see if we can get close to replicating her beautiful skin on my face. I don't know if the camera picks up, or how much this camera picks up from the distance I am away from it, but the finish on this foundation is beautiful. I've done a couple of wear tests on it, not on film, which I'm not sure why I didn't, but it wears very well throughout the day on mature skin. I have a little dark circles under my eyes today, as I do most days, unfortunately. I'm going to use a little concealer. I'm using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay concealer, and just a touch, just to brighten this up a bit. Again, I don't know that they really use concealer in the 50s. I don't know that they even had concealer in the 50s, but we do, and I am. Just blending it with a little Ulta Beauty sponge. I really like these, and making sure I cleaned up all that liner from earlier. Marilyn's under eye was very clean, just lashes. In most pictures, there were a few times where she did some kind of interesting eyeliner, but her kind of her signature look was a very clean under eye. Just gonna hit those bottom lashes. This is, what is this? Lash Discovery. I've had this a while. I think it's by Rimmel, but I will make note of it and just kind of get those bottom lashes visible. Okay, let's set this face. I think I said this in a previous Halloween video. I don't normally wear a lot of makeup. Yes, I do wear a lot of makeup. I don't normally wear a lot of powder. I just don't like the way it feels, but we're assuming that we're going to be at a Halloween party. We want it to really stay. If it sets into my wrinkles, I will just have to tap it away with my finger. So this is the new Maybelline Fit Me loose translucent powder. I just put it in the lid so I can't show it to you. I've heard good things about this. This is the first time I have used it, so we'll see. And I'm applying it with the same sponge that I use for my foundation. It is slightly damp. Just pop some in the lid. This is kind of messy, but gosh, this is a really soft powder. It's velvety. I think I'm gonna like this powder. I'll let you know. Okay. I don't think that Marilyn did a lot of contour, but I'm going to do a little because I don't have the kind of cheekbones that she had. So we're gonna fake it a little. I'm just using my Butter bronzer. I use this all the time. And I'm just gonna go just under my cheekbone, just a little. I don't want a big obvious line, but I want just a little, that much darkening just under my cheekbone to make my cheekbones pop just a bit more. All right, for blush, Marilyn tended to just have a very faint wash of a rosy cheek, so I'm going to use this Butter blush in some shade of pink that I'll tell you about later, my Real Techniques brush. This is actually kind of my everyday blush I use all the time anyway. And just a very, very light dusting of this blush. I just saw my hair in the mirror. This is, as my daughter would say, that's a look. It's some kind of look for sure. When you think of Marilyn Monroe, you think of lips. I am using this Maybelline 24-hour lipstick. This is actually the third container of this shade I have purchased. That never happens. I never use a lipstick up, or almost never, because I get tired of them. I've been using this one over and over again for years. It stays, it stays, it stays. And this particular shade of a pinky red is the best one for me, so I am going to be using this. This is one of those lipsticks that you apply and you let it dry down, and then you put the top coat over it, and that seals it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. What would a Marilyn look be without her signature beauty mark? I am going to use my L'Oreal gel liner. It's a brown one. I will tell you what it is in the description box, and a very fine eyeliner brush. Let's seal this mascara with mascara. This is mascara now. Let's seal this lipstick. You want to do that instead? It just comes with this sealer on the end. For lashes, I'm going to use the Pure Pro eyelashes, and I think these are Bombshell. How appropriate. These are really lovely lashes. I don't normally buy lashes this nice. I usually buy the cheap ones at the drugstore, but hey, thank goodness for BoxyCharm. They are gorgeous. I love them. There we are. Super dramatic. Generally what I do is I grab the lashes with my tweezers and I apply the lash glue. I like this glue. This is the Kiss Strip Lash with Aloe. There is no, there's no latex in this one, so it does not burn my eye, which is always a bonus. I guess I could show you that on camera. I don't know if I'm in frame, and if I get all the way in frame, I'm not sure that I can see what I'm doing. But you just apply the adhesive to the lash fairly generously, but just on the band, just like that. Can you see that? Is that covered? It's difficult to see with that super bright light in my face. And then you let that lash glue let the lash glue dry for about 30 seconds. You want to drop that lash right on your lash line. This way. I hope my hand's not in the blocking that you just drop it right on top of the lash line, and then you take your tweezers carefully, don't poke your eye out. If you are not used to false lashes, they're going to feel weird for a little while. But yeah, I am going to go see what we can do with my hair, and I'll be right back. There you have your finished look. Off camera, what did I do? Oh, I put my wig on, obviously, and added some jewels, and there you have it. This is a fun costume. It's easy to wear. I've done Marilyn 2 or 3 times, I think, for Halloween. It's always been a hit. Everybody knows who I am. And again, it's an easy look to do. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you will, because I'm just desperate for attention, apparently. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.